welcome to another episode of Faith Declarations. I hope you have been speaking, declaring, and proclaiming and loving all of these faith declarations, and they begin in your spirit and helping you to become pillars in the faith. So, you know what time it is, time of the month, to get a faith combo in. So, I'm just going to let you know that this faith declaration combo is going to be a tremendous, tremendous blessing to you. What is this week's, or this month's, I should say, faith declaration combo?
Oh, yeah, it's a blessing, all right. It's based on Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 8. I live, abide, and remain in the blessings of the Lord. I am blessed in the city and blessed in the country. I am blessed when I come in and blessed when I go out. My God blesses everything I put my hand to.
Yes, so that pretty much this pretty much covers everything, to be honest.
That's right.
But, you know, it's so important to remind ourselves and remind Satan that whatever I do, you know, as long as I am following God and I'm, you know, abiding by his word, I am blessed. You know, he will bless me. I don't need the world to, I don't need to follow the world, or I don't need the world to cater to me. I have the ultimate benefit plan that will bless me according to his riches and glory, you know? So it's so important to speak, declare, and proclaim that you are blessed wherever you go. I am blessed in the city. I am blessed in the country. It doesn't matter where I go. I am blessed.
Absolutely. And blessing, that word blessed means empowering to prosper. And that's not, you know, prosperity isn't just financial, it's in every area. Paul said, beloved, above all, I want you to prosper and be in good health, even as my soul prospers. So he made a correlation between soul prosperity and us being prosperous. When we're in, you know, when that happens, when our spirit man runs everything, our bodies, our minds, our will, our emotions, our flesh, then we are prospering, because the spirit man is to dominate, it's to prosper, you know, it's to do well. And this is the heart of the Father, to have this is part of his kingdom blessing. I mean, it's part of who he is, you know, everything he puts his hand to. When he's in the beginning, when he's, you know, when he told Adam and Eve, you know, to go and bless, you know, and prosper. He pronounced his blessing over them. You know, he gave them that, and it has continued for you and your seed. Everything, you know, it's an amazing concept to think that God feels this way. This is the heart of the Father. And he said, he was teaching in the Old Testament, which is only under the law of Moses at that time, hadn't yet had Jesus, the promised one, coming in to fulfill the law, because no man could do it. It was like just the law itself was too much. It was just, you know, perfection was nothing that we could do. But this was a way that he's saying, live this way. This is what will happen. And the curses were basically, if you don't live this way, these things are going to happen. And basically, God had, I like to think of it like an umbrella of protection over us. When we did these things, when we were blessed, we would be blessed. But if we went out from underneath that umbrella, then the curses would come on us, because we put ourselves out of that. Satan is waiting. He goes about as a lion, deceiving and devouring where he can. So the second somebody's out from under that, they're automatically underneath Satan's law. I mean, he is the God of this world. He is not anywhere near as strong as God, but that is what happened when Adam and Eve sold out. And so the blessing is God's best, and it's what he wants. And he told them, even in the Old Testament, this is how you do it. They would sacrifice every year. That blood paid the penance and covered the sins till the next year, and it had to be done until Jesus came, until that was he was that sacrificial lamb who died for all, once for all, and that blood was sprinkled on the mercy seat in heaven, and it fully paid the price for every single person from the time all the way to the end of times. It's a done deal.
No, it's a done deal. So always remember and always dig into the word of God. Know that you are blessed and highly favored of the Lord. It's another blessing that you have as well. And continue to walk in the blessing. You know, your seed and what you've done in the past for good has developed and grown you to the person you are now. And you got to remember that you are highly blessed and highly favored of the Lord. So walk in that favor, walk in the blessing.
Right. Expect them.
Yeah, expect the blessing, expect to have favor, expect to have prosperity. And you're right, prosperity is not just money. Money is a big thing because it moves a lot of things in our world, but it's not always money that we get prosperity in.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and
not being sick, for example, not having to go see a doctor and have all those, medical bills and all that. That's just
you don't understand your health until you don't have it. And then then you understand, the importance of it, because it's, if you're a healthy person, you're not thinking about sickness.
Right.
If you're a wealthy person, you're not thinking about having nothing.
Right.
So
Exactly.
and sometimes in life, I hear often that life humbled me, or life humbles, you. And basically what they're saying is that when you go through an obstacle in your life, basically, if you're on this high pedestal and you think that you're unstoppable, something happens where it stops you in your tracks, and you have to stop and you have to think about it.
Mhm.
Because there's certain things that are life-changing. And in the spiritual realm, when it comes to that, we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against spirit, principalities and spirits and rulers of the world. So we have to know that. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. We have to know that yeah, I just lost my train of thought, but it's fine. It is fine.
We have to know who we are.
Yeah, we have to know who we are in
Christ.
God,
We have to
yes.
know our rights. We have
Yeah.
to know our benefits, and we have
Yeah.
to know
Mhm.
that first of all, if you don't know that there's an enemy out there, then you're not even going to stand against that enemy, because you
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah.
You're deceived. You don't, and that happens to unfortunately many people. If you don't know that Jesus paid the price for your healing, then you'll suffer in this. And some people, sad to say, think God put something on them, and God is not the author of any of that. He's not the author. That's one of the things about going in and getting to know God, finding out what he says about his word, finding out how he is. Like, he's the exceedingly abundantly above. He can do all things. He's created us and everything that we see in this world, and he's for us and he's not against us, and all the promises that he's given us. You start to get this very big picture of this good God, this benevolent God. He's friendly. He loves us with an everlasting love. Psalms will really draw out a lot of that, David in the Psalms and some of the other writers, and I'm not, sure I exactly who they are, but they'll talk about that. The blessed is the God of my salvation. Blessed is, you can go to him. He's your strong tower. And there's a lot of words that will show you what he is. He's your protector. Psalm 91, 1,000 may fall at your right hand and 10,000 at your left, but they will not come near you. These are things, but again, we don't know it, so we don't believe it. If we're not led by our spirit, we won't get that check in our spirit to say, maybe don't go this way today, don't go to this area today, or do this, or he's nudging us, he's leading. It's that small, still voice inside of us that
Yeah.
it says, that's how we're led. And when we know that God is good, we're not going to be confused. Satan's not going to be able to say, oh, he put that on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
He'll
and-
say,
and-
we'll know, get thee behind me,
And Satan is the author of confusion.
Right.
So if you ever, are confused in a situation, you're having different things come at you and it's causing confusion, it's not from God. God is, it's clear, concise, there's clarity to it. He breaks it down very, very basic, just like the blessings are, he'll continue to go on, but basically what he could have just said in short is, in everything you do, you're blessed. Period.
Exactly.
And,
and a different way to also think of this, or even say this, is say, I see myself like living, abiding, and remaining in the blessings of the Lord. I see myself blessed in the city, blessed in the country, blessed in my job, blessed when I come into my house, blessed when I leave my house. I see myself being blessed with everything I put my hand to. Picture it,
Yes.
use that imagination that God gave us, because it's important. It's there for a reason.
Yep. Yes. So we're gonna repeat this one. I actually like the seeing part, so we can also repeat it that way as well. So go ahead.
I live, abide, and remain in the blessings of the Lord. I am blessed in the city and blessed in the country. I am blessed when I come in and blessed when I go out. God, or my God, blesses everything I put my hand to.
Yeah, so now let's do the seeing part.
Okay, I see myself
Yes.
living, abiding, and remaining in the blessings of the Lord.
Yeah.
I see myself blessed in the city.
Mm.
I see myself blessed in the country. I see myself blessed when I come in and blessed when I go out. I see that my God blesses everything I put my hand to.
Yes, so speak that, declare that, proclaim that, and see that.
Yes.
And join us next week with another brand new faith declaration. God bless.